Hello violinists, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am covering 3 powerful vibrato exercises that you can add to your warm-up routine starting right now. Vibrato is a string player's fingerprint. It's like a signature, and it's one of the things that can really distinguish the sound between one player and another. I think that this is one of the most difficult techniques to develop in the left hand, both from a musical and a technical standpoint. If you're new to this channel, my name is Langerman, and I post videos every week to help you along your musical journey. Please take this moment now to subscribe to my channel down below and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my weekly videos. And if you would prefer to see a mini version of this, then head over to Instagram and follow me at Violinna. In addition, if you would like to read up in more detail about this topic and other topics, then join other musicians and sign up for my free bi-monthly newsletter, which is an easy way to stay up to date and occasionally get exclusive access to certain tools in addition to my public videos and blogs. The link to my newsletter to sign up will be down below in the description. One of the most common pitfalls that I see musicians fall into when it comes to learning vibrato is that after they learn the fundamental mechanics, they fall into a comfortable place and they have what I call a default vibrato. It's like their default method to do it. And then they use it in their everyday life, from rehearsal to performance to whatever, and then they don't develop it much further because that's what's working for them on a normal day. So the problem is that it creates stagnation, and the reality is that music is what leads technique and not the other way around. So it's very easy to get into the stagnation mode and hit a plateau. So in this video we're going to go over 3 powerful and effective exercises that you can do today. The third exercise is going to be more fun to do if you are good at the first 2 exercises, which is why I put it last. But of course you can do them in any order you wish. Now, the exercises in this video will be on the more technical side of things, because the goal here is to enable your arsenal. That way you can have more tools that will enable you to later express your musical ideas. So if you're ready, go ahead and grab your instrument and you can follow along with me. You can always pause, skip around or rewind as you wish, whatever works for you. By the way, if you are new to vibrato or you're reviewing core fundamentals because you took an extensive break, then I recommend that you actually save this video for later and instead go watch and practice along with 2 of my earlier videos on vibrato where I talk more about the fundamentals, and I will link those in the description down below. So for the first exercise, I'm going to take my metronome. I'll set it to 72. And, well, you don't have to do this at 72. You can go up or down depending on your comfort level today, how your hands are feeling. Some days I like to go up to 80 or even 88 or down to 60, depending on how I'm feeling. Today I'm going to do 72. So what we're going to do is we're going to play vibrato first in quarter notes. So 1 beat will be for the quarter note. Then we'll do them in quarter notes, then in 8th notes, then 16th notes, and then after I'm going to do it unmeasured, so I'm not going to time it. And then I'm going to slow it back down to 16th notes, to 8th notes, and back down to quarter notes. So essentially I'm practicing varying different speeds. So I'll turn my metronome on. And let's do, for the sake of time, let's do 4 beats for everything. So we'll do 4 beats of quarters, 4 beats of 8th notes, etc. Okay. So you can choose any notes you wish. I'm just going to do 3rd position here on the A string to demonstrate. So I'll do all first finger. So we'll start with quarter notes. 8, 16. Unmeasured, as fast as you can go. 16th, 8th, and quarters. Now I'll switch to second finger, same thing. Quarter notes, 8 notes, 16, unmeasured, as fast as you can go, 16. Okay, so I'm gonna stop now because otherwise this video is gonna take forever. You can also do this exercise in reverse. If you get good at this one, you can do it in reverse. Start with the unmeasured, really fast vibrato, slow it down to quarter notes and go back up. So, you know, you can create your own version of this also. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I just did it. Okay, so now the second exercise, what we're going to do, we're only going to be doing 16th notes, but what we're going to change is the width. So actually, I'm going to start with 0 vibrato, non-vibrato, and then the second one, I'm going to just add the little shimmer, the smallest possible, and for the third one, add a little more, and I'm going to see, you know, challenge yourself, see if you can do 5 different sounds. So let's give this a try. I'll just keep my metronome right here at 72. So we'll start at no vibrato at all. Go back down. One of the challenges of this one is that you're going to be tempted to change the sound with your bow based on what you're doing for the vibrato. And the challenge is to see if you can keep the bow the same. All right, so let's keep going. Of course, do this on the other fingers and do it somewhere else on the fingerboard, not just here. Actually, for the next exercise, we're going to do exactly that. So the third exercise, we're going to kind of take all of the ideas that we just had, and we're going to add a small element of improvisation. So we'll combine that, the idea of improvisation, with a specific rhythm, so that the rhythm is going to be something that you're going to have set. So come up with any rhythm that you want. So I'm going to do this one. Let me just change it up a little bit here. So the rhythm that I'm picking today goes like this. Okay, something like that. Try to keep the rhythm the same. And what I'm going to do is continuous vibrato. So switching from one finger to another. And, you know, I encourage you not to go in order. I mean, you can start from first finger going up to fourth, go back down. But I'm going to try to do it in a random order. And I recommend that you really, really vary it around. Do all kinds of combinations. Go to different strings, different positions, add a shift. Actually, adding shifts is great for this because one of the most difficult things with vibrato, for me at least, is starting the vibrato at the beginning of a note right after a shift. I find that very challenging. So I'll just give you a small demonstration of this. Let me put my metronome on for this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna speed this up. It's too slow for me. Let's do it more like here, 88. It's gonna feel a little better. Okay, so this is just an example. So I changed my rhythm a little bit here and there. The idea is that it turns into a little bit of an improvisation, so you can have fun with it. You know, you might be inspired to try different things. Okay, so it's a kind of a free form exercise. Instead of being very rigid with something, it creates structure. So the metronome helps create some structure, and then on top of that you start to put your own ideas on top. So actually doing this continuous vibrato with the improvisation encourages you to start adding musical elements to it, if you will. We're not playing any specific piece of music, but it actually works your creativity muscle in your warm-up and not just the physical part. I feel like a lot of times when we do warm-ups, we spend a lot of time on the mechanics, you know, make sure everything is working. But it's so easy to neglect creativity and really just engaging the other senses, because eventually those are the things that are going to inspire you to make musical decisions, and let those musical decisions lead to your technical decisions, and not the other way around. This is why I really like this exercise. So there you go. We have now covered different widths, different speeds, and we combined everything together with some different rhythms, continuity, and improvisation all together. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with a friend or a colleague. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so that YouTube is more likely to show you these kind of videos in the future. All right, happy practicing, and I will see you next week.